Hello, welcome. Um, I just want to say it's a pleasure to speak to all of you, to be as real as I can. Um, so I want to disclose that I had an editor. I did have an editor. Young kid named Max, very nice. Worked hard. He's actually a fan of mine, and when he first came up to me and he wanted to approach to me to want to be my editor, trimming the YouTube videos that were already completed and try to post them up, I put him on I guess you can call like sorry, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit spaced out a little bit. I'm sorry. Kind of like try to test him out and see how he does. Like he was sort of like he was basically an intern, like, and a protege, because I would give him techniques and I would tell him some stuff that he had to do, what he shouldn't be doing, and he learns very fast. He made it. He graduated high school, made it to university. He did not want to get paid. He wanted to do this for the experience, and he gave me really, he gave his effort and he did a lot, and Max really did what he could. He gave me quotas of 4 videos a week, and it's how I managed to. If you remember August 9 and you saw all those videos that were posted in that one day, he's actually the reason why that happened. He did some of the episodes for She-Hulk. He did Miss Marvel. Man, I know I'm forgetting something. I really am. I'm probably spacing out a little bit, honestly. But he did help me with all of that. I think, yeah, and he did Day Shift, if I remember. He did Day Shift, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk. He was very helpful. So to you, Max, I want to say thank you so much for your hard work. Knowing that you had to, that you and me had to depart like this, because I felt like you being in a school that you are in, you graduated high school, you're in a university. I feel that education is more important. I feel like your focus should be on that. And as much as I would like to have your services for me, it doesn't feel right if your concentration is on school, and no, and education is more important in my opinion. So Max, I bid you farewell and I thank you so much. And we already spoke and we talked about this, but I wanted to give him a farewell on YouTube and know he was acknowledged by me and that he did great work, and I'm very grateful to the time and effort and yeah, the time and effort that he gave. So you will be missed, Max. And whenever you finish your education and you feel that you can do this full time, the door is welcome, and I'll be glad to have you back as an editor. So farewell to you, Max. But as to now, I have no editor. I guess I would go back to doing the editing myself. But if there is anybody out here interested in wanting to be an editor for me, I want to disclose this part now before we go any further than this. That for the moment, this is an unpaid job. Now, if you're asking what is it you would do, let me explain how this works. Okay, is that I record, convert the video from the episode and the logo myself. I do the whole full episode by myself. The only thing I really need the editor to do is to be able to trim it to a certain limit of time that YouTube doesn't give you copyright, that there's no copyright issues from YouTube. Meaning you have to be careful on the music that gets projected, how much video is shown on a certain scene, and a filter that I would give you that looks like a checkerboard. I would have to give it to you, and when you're done with the editing, you would have to put the checker picture right on top of that trim video, because it's like it's faded, but it shows it, so it's showing a 50% transparency, showing the episode, but at the same time covering it. That way they don't say that you you remixed it or that you changed it to a way that is allowed to be shown on YouTube, and it's not blocked, it's not striked, it's not anything of the above. So for the moment, you wouldn't get paid for this now, but you would be full credited on the work you do on the description. Your information would be below, and it would open up new opportunities for you in case other people desire your work. But know this, that I need an editor full time. I need an editor who can provide episodes at a certain quota in advance, and that when the YouTube starts getting more popular and more monetized and we get more money, know that whatever money we get, because YouTube pays monthly, so whatever we get paid monthly, I would pay you the most respectable the respectable income in which you are given by a percentage. And when I say percentage, I'm saying like 40 to 50% of the income would be given. Most likely 40, because I have to set up the recording, the editing, while all I'm asking you to do is trim the video. But, you know, that's all about negotiations. But all I'm asking is that if you feel that you have the talent, if you feel like you're good at video editing, you know, you would be on a probationary period for me to know if your talents are good, and if I feel like they're great to have on the channel, and you have a certain twist or skills or something. By all means, please send in your resumes. You know, send it to 2blionheart@gmail.com. I repeat, you send it to 2blionheart@gmail.com. We can conversate and have a professional conversation about it and see where this goes. But if I can get an editor, I feel like the work and more reaction videos can get posted up more, and I feel that the fans can get benefit off of it. And when the channel grows, then maybe we can have more team, maybe we can have more members, we can do more editors, and then we can really up the game a little bit. So if you're interested in being an editor for the Lionheart, by all means, please send me a professional email, send me your resume, explain to me why you want to do this, and if you can accept the beginning terms of what I mentioned on this video, if you can accept that until something changes, and then I can pay you, what YouTube pays me for that. If you accept that and you know what's coming, and we can talk about this and have it written down, you know, then we can move further and go from there. So any editors interested in working on this channel, by all means, hit me up on 2blionheart@gmail.com. I would appreciate that. In the meantime, I gotta go. I got work to do, unfortunately. But I do bid you farewell, or adieu, goodbye, and good night. Bang.